Hello Aquarius and welcome back to the Misty Blue Tarot channel. It really is a pleasure to be back with everyone again today, and I hope this finds everyone well this fine day. Now, this is a reading for the week beginning the 22nd of February. Now, as you see, I have the energy reading in front of you here. I'll also pull a clarifying card from the Keepers of the Light. And the number that I pulled from the numerology chart for you is number 3. Now, I believe that I pulled number 3 for you last week as well, Aquarius. And number 3, as you'll know, is all about change. It's about catalytic change. It's about something happening in our life, or a culmination of things happening in our life that makes us, or almost forces us, to make a change in some area. It's time to maybe sort of clear out old debris, to just look at your life overall and see where you can make changes. But there's definitely change afoot. With the number 3 over last week and this week, the universe is asking you, Spirit is asking you to look at your life and make some change. So let's see how this ties in with your reading. Now, the first one I have for you is financial constraints. And this is clarified by anxiety. So this tells me that you are worried about something. You do have something that is keeping you, maybe keeping you up at night. You could be having sleepless nights. You could be a bit anxious. It's generally, with the financial constraints, it looks like there are some either dwindling resources or limited resources, or you're worried about resources around your life at this time. And with anxiety level, it looks like maybe you're keeping this all to yourself. You're not really speaking about it to anyone. You're not. You. It's almost like, what I'm getting is, it's almost like an ostrich that buries their head in the sand. I don't know why that's coming to me, but that's what I'm getting for you. And it looks like maybe you're not dealing with this, or you're not addressing this, or you're putting it to the back of your mind. And as I always say, whatever we focus on, we bring more of it back to us. But this way isn't helpful for you. In this situation, you will acknowledge and you will be aware if you do have any dwindling resources around you, or you are really worried about something along those lines. It will be different for everyone. It is a general reading, so you'll know how it ties into your life, but you are worried about something, and it is to do with resources of some nature. Of course, you will be aware of this, and I always say don't focus on the problem, but that doesn't mean that you don't need to focus on it somehow. And you switch it, you focus on the solution, you focus on looking for the solution. It could involve maybe talking to someone about this. It could involve looking at different areas of your life to see where you can make little steps, little changes along the way to help you through this. But again, it's not focusing on the problem, but focusing on the solution. That's really what you should be doing at this stage. Now, the next energy I have is strategy. And this is clarified by yin yang. So again, this is asking you to formulate some sort of plan, to put something in place. It could be that you need to speak to someone to put a plan together, or to help you to put a plan together. Or it could be that it's just asking you to look at putting a plan together. With the yin energy, this is a more passive energy. It's a more sort of collective, mindful energy, rather than the action energy. So it's asking you to put your mind to this, put your thoughts to this. Again, any change in our life starts with small changes. It doesn't need to be leaps and strides. It doesn't need to be great, a huge change all in one go. But change always starts with us taking the first step, looking at everything clearly, taking off the rose tinted glasses and making that first step. So it's about even the smallest change that you can make, that leads on to another, and it rolls on. So you're absolutely, this with anxiety level is generally not as bad as we think it is. And if we look at it clearly or talk to someone about it, it's not as bad as we think it is. And you can definitely the universe is telling me, Spirit is telling me that you can definitely put a plan in place, small changes to start with, which will roll on and lead to a much bigger change going through the next couple of months for you. Now, the next energy I have is women holding a heart. This is one of my favourites. Beautiful, beautiful energy with that big heart. And this is clarified by envy. This could be you, or it could be a strong female person in your life at this time. But whoever it is, there's a lot of loving energy there. It could be yourself, where you have a big heart. Maybe you're too big-hearted in some areas. I know that's impossible to say really that anyone can be too big-hearted, but by that I mean that maybe you sacrifice elements of yourself, and that's the expense you pay for maybe helping others and focusing on others too much. And we all want to help other people, but we do need to focus on ourselves a bit. We need to take some time for ourselves, and maybe this is where you're lacking. You're maybe focusing too much on other people with that big heart of yours, that you're actually not concentrating on yourself. You're not drilling down to yourself and any changes that you need to make, and you do need to take time for this. With the envy energy, it could be that you see other people maybe making strides, and you feel as if you're not going anywhere. You feel as if you could be quite envious of them, or you could just be concentrating on the lack around you at this time. And again, as I say, what we focus on brings it more back to us. So if you're focusing on the lack, you're bringing more lack back. If you're focusing on the solution and putting it out there to the universe, then ideas will come to you, thoughts will come to you. And also, if you can, another step at this time is to give gratitude for anything you can in your life at this time. Every day when you're waking up in the morning, give thanks for anything you can at this time. This sets your vibration higher, and it just helps you to receive any inclinations, any intuition that will help you to make this change. Now, the clarifying card I pulled from Keepers of the Light is Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognised. You are loved unconditionally. Beautiful, beautiful energy around you at this time. And it's trusting your guidance. Your commitment has been recognised. You do have this big heart here, or there's someone around you with a great big heart here who does recognise your commitment to other people. But this is all about trusting the universe, trusting spirit, that it is a journey that you're moving through. You will pass through this, but you need to start by making a little change. It was number 3 this week, it was number 3 last week. It is asking you to make a change, and you need to start somewhere by making little changes. So I hope you found this helpful today. I want to give a big thank you again to everyone who likes and shares and subscribes to my channel, and I'll speak to you again next week. Thank you. Bye bye.